How we doing, everyone? A slightly sunburnt Nathan coming back at you. The Monotype live. I've counted all the votes just now, and it looks like fighting is gonna finally come out on top and get the most votes here by a decent margin too. Oops, I screwed that up earlier, but it was 78. I remember that. Winning the vote, and yet I'm gonna have to veto this one. I know, I know. I was looking at everything, and I have something very fun planned for mono fighting. I can actually spoil it right now. I'm going to do another TED Talk on a specific topic about mono fighting. It's something important to that discussion involving stealth rocks, and I have a whole thing planned, and it's not ready yet. So I'm actually going to, for the first time in this series, actually cut who won here, the rightful winner fighting, and go to second place here for mono rock. It'll still be an open competition afterwards, so whether mono fighting or the runner-up from now is mono flying at 60 votes here wins. That's up to you guys, depending on how you vote in the comment section, so be sure to do that below. I promise by the time we're done mono rock, I will be ready for mono fighting, so if you voted in again, this time I'll allow it. I'm sorry. And I gotta be dressed for this, though. Let's talk about that, because I can't be calling it in. I've called in and been pretty lazy on some of my outfits here for some of these monotype choices. We gotta be adequately addressed for mono rock here, so let's go. There we go, my best proc cosplay. Even in the full cargo shorts, I'd like to point out. So yes, it's a very nice, very hot day outside, and I'm suffering for you all by wearing an outfit this hot, meant for the colder outdoors, but we'll manage. So yes, we are playing Mono Rock today. And Mono Rock, I will be honest, for a long time when I was new and just learning the format, I thought Mono Rock was the worst typing. I didn't even think it was close, because as far as like individual typings go in Pokemon, Mono Ice, I've said before, is absolutely abysmal and brutal, but Mono Rock is in that discussion for one of the worst typings too. And at least when it comes to Monotype specifically, not just the types in a vacuum, but Monotype specifically, Ice has a lot going for it. We've already talked about it. It's got very strong physical attackers and Kyurem and Darmanitan. It's got Auroraville support, it's got weather support, all kinds of great things. But you look at what Rock has on the surface and you go, okay, Sandstorm gives you a 50% speed def boost with all your Rock type Pokemon. Terrakyon's pretty good, and Heligo's pretty good. I mean, Colossal. So on the surface, especially for me as someone who was new to Monotype at the time, I was just learning it, I thought this is brutal, right? This is awful. But I take a look at the viability rankings, and one of the very highest entries on the viability rankings is Shuckle, and I immediately get it. I did a whole stream where I played Mono Rock, and instantly something clicked in my head, and I go, I got it. It's one thing alone. Sticky webs. We talked about it before with Mono Bug. Sticky webs are essential to have mono bug functions, and I don't think that this is very different, if I'm in all honesty, because a lot of these attackers appreciate when being one up on speed on their opponent. Tyranitar at this speed can outspeed someone like Kyurem or Shifu or all the base 100s. It almost outspeeds Garchomp. I'm pretty sure if you go plus nature here, you outspeed even Gengar as long as you have web support. I could be mistaken, but you're in that range. Extremely fast. Terrakion, who really appreciates web supports at the best of times, really good. When it comes to Choice Scarf, can even outspeed like a Raichu Alola in electric terrain. The Heligo, when we do this, this one doesn't actually, but you can be afforded to run plus special attack beast boost nature, so that even with you when you have the sticky web support, you're faster and faster to outspeed your competition. The funny thing about rocks in general is that you have arguably some of the best hazard control in the game. You have spike support, you have rocks, you have webs, you have a rapid spinner, which is preferable to a defogger because defogger should remove hazards on all sides of the field. We're using 3 different forms of hazards here. That's incredibly powerful. So a rapid spinner with heavy duty boots and Colossal hits very high defenses with its base 110 and base 120 physical defenses here. So you're really well situated actually. So as far as a hyper offense goes, it's similar to Mono Dark, and you have these big, extremely powerful attackers, but it's also like Mono Bug, where a lot relies on your hazard control. And the funny thing is that unlike Mono Bug, where flying types are immune to your sticky web, so it takes a bad matchup, makes it miserable, Rock does pretty okay versus Mono Flying, because sure, you don't get webs up, but you're super effective versus them, and you resist their attacks, and yada yada. But so it's funny that the Pokemon almost overcomes terrible typing, because like you look at Rock's typing here, you're strong as Fire, Flying, Ice, and Bug. So Ice and Bug, yikes. Fire, not terribly common either. Flying is a great one to be effective against a Monotype for sure, but we can Steel, Fighting, and Ground. That's not fantastic. And in terms of being weak to in terms of effectiveness, like that is a murderer's row right there. Water, Steel, Ground, Grass, and Fighting. So there's a lot against you on a pure surface level of how strong the typing is versus other typings. When you actually look at the Pokemon, you look at the hazard control you have at your disposal, it's quite competent, I would say. So let's get into it right now. I've got a couple teams to use here. First, we'll use just the sample one. I always like to start with the sample to kind of show that if you're learning it, it's going to be just adequate for you. a lot's going to come down to our matchups here. Hopefully we don't see too much mono water, mono rain. That one can be really tricky at the best of times. If that's the case, we'll really have to keep up our webs, because again, you can't outspeed with the track under those circumstances. And if we get a +1 to our NathanLikesChicken in with web support, we can outspeed a Swift Swimmer, stuff like that. So a lot's going to come down to who we can sweep with. And I didn't really talk about the Rhyperior. I got a message, I think, on Reddit about it recently, asking if it could work in mono rock. Absolutely is the answer. There's lots of strong facets to this team. And we see mono normal. Interesting. There's lots of strong facets to the team here, but with the weakness policy and the awesome solid rock ability, Rhyperior is hitting extremely hard, so it can definitely get the job done. So rock resists normal. This is one of the few advantage or disadvantage matchups that mono normal has. Mono normal is almost always like neutral, right? You have that weird thing with Ghost. You're bad versus Steel and you're bad versus Rock, funnily enough. So weird to see this kind of matchup this high in the ladder, but looks like a competent team from our opponent. Let's see if we can manage to handle this Diggersby just fine. That's the big fear, and actually Beware is not going to be fun either. Switch-ins are limited. NathanLikesChicken will maybe its defenses are so low. Look how low NathanLikesChicken's physical defenses are. That's nightmarish. I'm gonna go Shuckle. If they copy me with Ditto here, yeah, that's fine. I can get up Sticky Webs then. I don't think these teams run any hazard removal actually, so as long as I don't let the Ditto copy my Colossal, we'll be just fine. And that is going to be Fire Punch from them. I might knock off, honestly, at this point. I got the webs up. As long as I get the essential webs, and if they're banded, that might actually help me in the long term. Yeah, awesome. And yeah, as long as they're not banded, we'll live in EQ at this point too, so I didn't totally screw myself over there. Yep, great. So we get up rocks. Do I keep this guy? I do have a whole Choice Scarf Terrakion here. They could actually easily overpredict right now. Oh, crap. Okay, in my defense, that was the most miserable looking play of all time. But I was just... Okay. This other team is very similar as an Air Balloon Terrakion. So I have no excuse. The fact that this team has literally no answer for that is a bit odd to me. I should have just sacked Shuckle there, obviously. Shuckle's not that good for us. That was a miserable play, but... Oh, man, that was absolutely humiliatingly bad play. Oh, my God. Rhyperior will live one. Even triggered the weakness policy, which is nice. Let's go for a... I mean, I could Ice Punch for super effective hit, but I'll do an EQ in case they swap out to something. There's Beware. This will do good damage. We'll have a fighting attack here too, and it should kill actually if they hit first. We also got Fire Punch actually. Is Fire Punch gonna be stronger? I believe so. With as far as Fluffy works, they're gonna give us a little boost. Oh, thank you, Beware. Don't mind if I do. And so Rhyperior's abysmally slow, of course. Oh, Rocky Helmet. So EQ is definitely the play there. It's abysmally slow, of course, but it's not bad, you know, in terms of like, we'll be able to outspeed a lot of base 60s, and I'm surprised that we didn't outspeed Beware, but, you know, it can help. Surf or Energy Ball, absolutely in the cards right now. Do I want to sack this guy? It could still definitely be useful versus Blissey. We're outsped if Beware was outspeeding this, that's for sure. Don't think this guy's choice locked. I'll go to Shuckle for now, why not? Grass Knot, fair enough. And we didn't really talk about Sandstream much, but Sandstream, the way it works, one of the only few benefits that Sand gets is that all rock types get 50% boost to their Svidef, and of course that's our whole team. So having a blanket, it's like an Aurora Veil, having a blanket 50% boost the whole game without having to do a move, that's pretty fabulous. So we will outspeed with T-Tar, and I can do like a Stone Edge, or I could go for like a Meteor Beam right now. I think I'll keep NathanLikesChicken as like my kind of clincher here. Or I go to it now. Eesh. I don't know. Let's go T-Tar. Go with my gut. And they reveal themselves to be leftovers, makes sense. I think I'll go for the safe EQ. Stone Edge would probably work nicely, and actually that wouldn't be very good versus Diggersby at all, so this is gonna work nicely. Banded hits so hard. I made a couple of Showdown lives about Banded T-Tar. I'm in love with it. Next up we will see Mayhav's Ditto, Porygon, okay, makes sense. Let's go to Colossal, why not? At this point, I'm kind of afraid of Ditto. I want to set up sweep with NathanLikesChicken for the win, but Ditto will be able to come in, ignore the sticky webs, and copy whatever stat boost we get as they teleport. Oh, I totally should have EQ'd there. I had no reason not to. That's disappointing. But that'll mean a Blissey swap for them. Who is heavy duty boots, makes sense. Let's go for spikes. So now we're really being oppressive in terms of hazard support. Oh, and they get that going there, which is nice on their part. We did talk about that early on. They could also go for Scorching Sands here, which I am tempted to allow. You know, our Spadef isn't great. I think that would kill. Then I could go to my T-Tar and keep all this awesome hazards up. So I'm okay with either. Yeah, if you opt for that, I'll kill your Ditto, who I was just worried about a second ago. 50, 45, what? Colossal, buddy, we gotta do better than that. Their choice locked into that, though. I'm expecting one of their tanks are gonna come in, so I'll keep up the spikes. Webs are actually not so important anymore. It's really only dealing with Heliolisk at this point, who is scary, granted. But Ditto's now going to be coming in with like next to no health. They're all taking, these pivots are taking quite a bit of damage from all these spikes, all told. I'm not letting these rocks go up no matter what. They don't really do too much to us at all, especially with these boots Colossal, but still, just not going to let it happen. They might go for it now, though. If I were them, I'd try to get this Colossal nice and dead, but they might go for it right now. Nope, and that damage is fine by me. Grass Knot Heliolisk is actually growing in terms of concern, but they've crunch, I guess. I mean, yeah, why not? Good crunch right there. They teleport out. They're heavy duty boots, so they won't die to the next spikes entry round. Ditto will make an appearance. What are you clicking, friend? EQ would probably do us in. I could go to Nihilego. Yeah, they're now dead off of spikes, actually. So I could go to Colossal on a sack, and then clean up with Nihilego, but they're +1 on my T-Tar, so they're actually faster than my Nihilego if they EQ right now. So EQ is definitely scary. Definitely scary. Well, I'll sack Colossal regardless. Oh boy, I hope that Rhyperior can do it here. I might have set myself up for a nasty sweep, except they're not choice banded. Yeah, that's the thing. I was assuming that they were choice banded like T-Tar was, but they're not, of course. So yeah, we're actually quite fine. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I think they can't really beat T-Tar anymore. Nihilego can beat Blissey as long as it's 17% health here. Hit me through Grass Knot, that's fine. And so Heliolisk hits 348. Faster than Nihilego, but we resist. Like, if they had even Surf, with our Spadef, we'll be handling that just fine. Tempting. Or I just go for T-Tar and just start crunching. I think I'd rather keep T-Tar as the insurance policy, though. And Meteor Beam is looking quite good right now. Quite tantalizing. Let's do it. Let's clean up. Oh, Glare. Not bad. I don't think it really matters. Our speed will be just fine as long as Heliolisk is dead. Great. If we get full Parrot versus Blissey, that would be quite nightmarish. And with that Parrot, actually, it boosts our special attack, which is also kind of ideal. They're going to copy our steal, our, what am I trying to say? Our Beast Boost, which is funny. Oh, yes, Nihilego. Nihilego do be hitting hard. GG to our opponent there. So we actually do get a win with Mono Rock, which I was not surprising. Okay, so let's make up for that horrendous Terrakion embarrassing play and use Kither's team here. I really like this one. I actually reached out to them and asked for it. Is that rain I see? I better turn this frying pan into a drying pan. Yes, I brought it for that joke. But I asked them for this team because I really liked it, and it takes use of 2 Meteor Beam sweepers, which is really fun. This Diancie set, hoping we get a chance to flex it, but it's going to be really fun. Big concern, I think this game is going to be Pelipper. We've got lots of attacks to hit it super effectively, but if we get webs up, we're in a good spot. We can handle somewhat these Swift Swim Sweepers, and they actually brought 3, which is... I've said why I dislike that, but credit to them. They brought 3 Swift Swim Swimmers and no Barraskewda. That is, like, I think you can run mono water teams very aptly with just Pelipper and just Barraskewda, and the rest is balance. But to do this with no Barraskewda is... that's wild. But anyways, obviously we're at a huge disadvantage, but I think if we play our cards immaculately, we can handle it. T-Tar is also going to be good because we can contest the weather. So I might actually lead it. I don't think they actually lead Pelipper right now, if I'm being 100 with you all. I think they lead one of these guys. So I'm gonna go to Shuckle. So go Keldeo, yeah. I'll take 1 whatever. Not very well, but I don't love this start because this means that might be Specs damage actually. But I don't love this start because this means 1 Pelipper defog, and we're actually in a pretty sticky situation. Specs, huh? Ugh. I don't like it. If they're Specs, then that means that my Terrakion or my tyranitar, it can only outspeed if it's modest. That's right. That's right. Are we outspeeding? No, we're not speeding anyone. Not even Slowking. I think it's time to die. As they go Pelipper, actually. That'll give us a free... they're really dedicated to getting this off. You know, you can defog. I'm going to keep up Sticky Webs. I actually don't care. I need to get one bout of offense going with Sticky Webs. I do not care. I will click Sticky Webs 30 times until you kill me. And you're just draining your own main turns. So that's completely fine. Nope, I will trade my Shuckle here. I do not care. So we'll see. We'll get the counter pick them too. So pretty much on this bout of offense, if we don't win, we don't win. I'm going to say in the next 15 turns, I'm going to decide stuff. Because if Pelipper comes back in, refreshes Rain, manages to get off a defog, we lose. So I really need to get one of my setup sweepers going right now and give them no room to breathe. Kabutop's going to come in. -1 Kabutops against my Nihilego. Don't love it. Don't love it. I can't go to T-Tar and Dragon Dance. Because I think I live one outside of the rain. Not to mention it'll set up one of these two bulky mons in the future to go for a Meteor Beam. And then, or I go Terrakion right now and do like just a close combat. I don't know my head calcs right now on the speed. There's too much going on right now with Swift Swims and webs and it's ridiculous. Let's go T-Tar. I feel good about it. If they're, even if they're banded, we might live it. I don't know. My head calcs just don't feel on today. It's the frying pan. It's stopping the 5G waves from getting to me, and it's stopping my head calcs from working. So Dragon Dance here, I feel pretty good about. We are Lumberry, not Weakness Policy or something like that. They should actually probably go into Toad, if anything. Walls, whatever we might have. If we had Crunch, they'd be better off, but we have Heavy Slam instead to deal with the fairy types that might swap in. Like a Clefable or whatever. Clefable. It's Cleffa too, so Cleffa Fable. That'd be a good one. Okay, we get up the Dragon Dance here. I still think we live one, especially with this Bidef boost. Stone Edge resisted. EQ not stab, but it's an offensive Toad. Oh, okay, we don't live that, especially not the crit. Not that it mattered, but still. Okay, well that's the first one here. Let's go for a Grass Knot. If they swap to Pelipper, I can still kill them with a Meteor Beam. So I'm down to go for an initial Grass Knot. Like everyone and their grandmother knows that Nihilego runs Grass Knot. They go to Slowking here. We'll handle that fine. With Future Sight doing 67, yeah, that's fine. I can go for a Meteor Beam pretty safely on Future Sight there. No concern on my part. We might kill after Sand. They just get a useless pivot off. So now we are essentially +1 in weather. I'm not letting this happen. No. Not letting that happen there. Actually, it's kind of concerning because Toad will outspeed us here. What the hell? Slowking later. That's nice. We're at +2 special attack now. But any Swift Swimmer should outspeed us, like Kingdra, for example. Yeah, that's fine. Then I can go for a Diancie afterwards. Diancie with agility might do it. Yeah, what the hell? Or I go Colossal and kind of sack it to the whatever. Oh, they do have Aqua Jet. There you go. I was wondering why they didn't have that. Could you be banded too? I don't know. And no Urshifu Rapid Strike on their team either. Wow. Really crazy team. Shout out to Supersonic Strike. And this is a Rock Polish Diancie, which could really that could be the win con. Well, let's fish for a Flame Body proc. Why not? They could also switch to Pelipper right now. Oh, we do live, so definitely not banned. It's some sort of defensive set. Burn! Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you. So again, I think they should be going Pelipper right now. TBH. I think they should. Yeah, that's a good play. That's a good play on their part. So they get the defog off, guaranteed. Let's go to Diancie here. No stat block. Excellent. Now I can go for a Rock Polish and be outsped by Kingdra, but they don't have Rain Up. They don't have Rain Up. So let's Rock Polish now on the swap to Kabutops, who's burnt. And I think I live one. So then I can go for a second Rock Polish and potentially outspeed Kingdra. I think that's a top speed threat. But can I live a Liquidation into Aqua Jet? I'm hoping they just Aqua Jet twice. Fingers crossed. We're going for Hail Mary plays here because I'm not beating these Swift Swim Sweepers at this point without the webs. I said it'd be like a 15-turn window. No Aqua Jet, that's very bad. Okay, but we live Aqua Jet. Thank you, Diancie Bulk. Can I kill with Meteor Beam? Do I need to? I think I might need to in order to kill Keldeo afterwards. It's a Hail Mary play, why not? Oh, they're gonna go to Pelipper right away. Thank you. Okay, so we're fearsome. We do be fearsome right here. I hope we outspeed 528. I don't think it's gonna cut it for oh, and they've got the banded Aqua Jet still. Or not banded, but so let's see that they didn't maybe they are banded, but they're low. I don't know. I'm thrown off. There's stuff that's throwing me off. I don't know what's the deal with this Kabutops. I don't know if I'm gonna die to an Aqua Jet right now. I might. It's a possibility. I'm glad we brought it this close, where there's even a discussion of me winning. But Moonblast taking out Keldeo. Anything's taking out Seismitoad. Moonblast taking out Kingdra. So if I can live, if I outspeed Kingdra, first of all, and if I can live an Aqua Jet from Kabutops, we're in this. We're winning Mono Rain. We successfully turned our drying pan to our favor. That's what I love to see. They're thinking about it. I can run a quick calc. They're probably doing the same right now. Why not? While we're kind of chilling right here. So we are at +4 speed, 528 versus a Kingdra Swift Swim Sweeper in the rain. Oh, they should be hitting 590, even if they're modest. Yeah, there's no way. Unless they choke and they think I'm max speed, which I'm not. This only has 160 speed. Oh wait, no, but yeah. If I was max speed, would I even outspeed a Kingdra? I would. So the play for them right now is totally Kingdra. The Kingdra totally outspeeds them. But as far as they know, this is a max speed Diancie, so they have no idea. Oh man, so if they go to Kingdra last, I could win. Like if they just figure they lose, then I would be in good spot. Oh, this is actually so terrifying. Oh man. Because I think I'm fine with versus Kabutops. I'm guessing, I don't know. Waterfall was only doing 56. No. Oh, that's too bad. That was fun. Let's fish for another burn. Why not? Don't think it's gonna matter too much. So they got to Kingdra last, just on like if they had played for. I think if they had played assuming that my Diancie was max speed, the play would have been going for an Aqua Jet crit. Well, even then you go to Kingdra afterwards. There was not really much of a win con there, but that was a fun one. Almost in there. The Aqua Jet, that was risky, but it doesn't really matter. They had a Seismitoad still. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, let's get the live there. I'll do another one. It'll be up tomorrow. In addition, by the way, for watching this, I've got a tournament on Saturday for overuse. I think about a $20 pot, $10. I don't remember. I established the number somewhere. And then on Monday night, we're gonna have another Monotype tournament. So be sure to attend those. And also be sure to let me know what type you want to see next. Fighting, I'm sorry, I totally cheated. I colluded, I did whatever you want to call it. Not fair to you fighting, but you will have your day, I promise. It's gonna be worth it. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.